Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about inheritance. So, inheritance is a key concept in object-oriented program. This allows one class called child class to inherit the properties of another class, that is parent class. Okay, so this inheritance will help you to write the same code repeatedly. We can reuse and extend existing classes. It makes our code more efficient and structured. So that's why we use inheritance. Okay. So next we will be learning about syntax and example of inheritance. So in the syntax, you can see that here you do have a class parent class. Okay. So this child class is also there. So what it does means here the child class will inherits the property of parent class. So whatever the properties that you will be giving in the parent class, this child class will inherit those properties. Okay, so here you do have a small example where class is animal. So this animal is a parent class. So this animal is a parent class. So for this animal, I'm giving a property to speak. Okay. So I'm giving a property for this animal that is speak. So if I call for animal means it will return a line that is animal speaks. Okay. So whereas in the next line, I have given a class dog. So this dog is a child class. Okay, so this child class is inheriting the property of animal. So this animal is a parent class, right? So I'm using a pass in the next line. This pass is nothing but a placeholder. Okay, so this is how we write the example for how we write the program for inheritance. So we'll learn in detail while we are implementing the code in Python. Okay. So here we do have a types of inheritance also. The first one is single inheritance. So here one child class inherits the property of parent class, one parent class. That means you'll be having only one parent class. So this will be having only one child class. So now this child class will inherit all the properties from the parent class. So that is what single inheritance look like. Here you can see this. I do have an example where dog is a child class. Okay, dog is a child class, whereas animal is a parent class. So what does it means? Means the child class is inheriting the property of animal. Animal is a parent class, right? So this is how you write the inheritance in single inheritance. Okay. So next you do have another type that is multiple inheritance where one child class inherits from multiple child class. That means if this is a parent class 1 and it will be having one more parent class. So this is parent class 2. So both parents' properties are inherited by one child class. Okay, so that is how multiple inheritance works. So for example, you can take, so here dog is the child class. Okay, so here animal and pet, these are the parent 1 and parent 2. Okay, so from parent 1 and parent 2, this dog is inheriting the properties. So this is what multiple inheritance look like. So next we do have two more types. One is multi-level inheritance and another one is hierarchical inheritance. So when it comes to multi-level inheritance means here you will be having a parent class. Okay. So this parent class will be having one more class. So this class is also will be having one more class that I call it as a child class. So that means here a class inherits from another class and that class also inherits from another class like this. Okay, so this create a chain. Okay, so this looks like a chain structure, right? So that is what multi-level inheritance is. So here you can take, so here a dog class inherits from mammal. Okay, so the dog class is inheriting the properties from mammal. So this mammal also inherit the property from animal. Okay, so here we do have a three properties. Okay, so dog is inheriting the properties from mammal. Mammal is inheriting the properties from animal. So that is how it looks like. It looks like a levels. It creates a chain. So then we do have a hierarchical inheritance where one parent class, okay, one parent class has multiple child classes. That means if this is a parent class, means this parent class will be having a child class, multiple child classes. It might be two, it might be three, it might be four. Okay. So here you can take a look. So this is an example for that. So dog is a child class. Okay, cat is also a child class here where it is inheriting the properties from parent class. Okay, so this is how hierarchical inheritance looks like. Okay, so then we'll look into one implementation. Okay, so here you can see this. So this is a simple code where the class animal is there. The class animal is there. So here the animal is a parent class. It is a parent class. Okay. So this animal has a method that is speak. So this speak is also method. Okay. So this returns the string that is animal speaks. Okay. So this speak returns the string that is animal speaks here. So then any class that inherits from animal will also have this method. Okay. That is animal speaks. So then you do have a one more, that is I'm defining a child class here. Okay. So here the class dog animal is there. So this dog is a child class where it is inheriting the properties from parent class that is in animal. Okay. So then the keyword pass is used here. So this pass is just a placeholder. If you don't have anything to define at that time, we will be using pass. Okay. So now I will call this dog. Okay. So now I'm just creating an object. Okay. So I'm creating an object that is dog. Okay. So the dog doesn't have its own speak method. Okay. So that's why it will automatically uses the speak method from its parent class. So now if I run this particular code, you can see that in the output, it is just printing animal speaks. Okay. Okay. So here we have created an object for the dog class. And in the next line, if I call dog speak doesn't have its own property. So that's why it is taking a property from its parent class, that is animal speaks. So in the output, we got animal speak as a output. Okay. So this is how the code works in Python. Okay. So this will be the end of topic, that is inheritance in Python. Thank you.